Yeah, those Guardian guys, they're really not worth any trouble anymore, so that's nice. The path opens before the Guardian. Oh, come! Oh, well, I'm dead. Well, at least we were able to handle the monsters really well. Poison Blow just kind of one-hit kills the mages still. Shield critical. I learned worse. Alright, so I think in here is where the Guardian is. Yep, he's right there. How you doing, buddy? So, the Guardian here. This guy, I will say this now. This guy was the absolute bane of my existence. Speaking of, you know what? I'm pausing here because this place there. I absolutely hate the Guardian. Like, I cannot stand the Guardian. Just because of one specific gimmick that he has that just... we'll get to that as soon as we get to that. But before we get to that, let me just make sure I can't make anything else here. Raise DME, Gem of Illusion, Unicorn's Horn, Ring of Learning, Union Plum, Gem of Creation, Savory, no. Anything else? No. No, nothing else here. Okay, let's pick double checking here. But yes, the Guardians, they are the absolute bane of my existence just because of their gimmick. And because when I was a kid, their gimmick was the absolute worst thing ever. Like, the absolute. Well, thankfully the Dullahan still gets plenty of EXP. Now these rooms in particular, you gotta get out of here as soon as you can because this room is nothing but a maze. You just go through one of the directions randomly and you have to keep going and keep going and keep going until you find a statue so that you can enter the stone in and then you can just get out of here. It's annoying. It is above annoying. It is above annoying when you know how the mechanic works, but I went the wrong way. It's annoying when you know how the mechanic works, and even so, you still find a way to make the mechanic happen anyway, because it's just one of the worst things ever. Especially with a little bit of history that's going to come up in a minute here. But for now, let's just hurry back and just get to that Guardian. Alright, so moving on, going past the statues, going up here. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so the Guardian here, no matter how high you are and no matter how far ahead you are, he will be able to see you still. So the trick is to not stand in front of him so that he can just turn around, whoo, and just move on. So the trick here is that you're not supposed to see him or have him touch you for a minute, so that he can go this way, and you can follow him. Now, in this room, you do not want to get touched by him at all. You want to get away from him as soon as possible. Yikes! Holy crap! Oh, that was scary! That was super scary! Jesus Christ! Ah. Okay, try that again. Yeah. Okay. Now leaving that guy alone for a minute. Oh god. We get the Dragon Slayer, which is nice. And the Palace of Dragons, getting a Dragon Slayer, that sounds kind of weird, but oh well. Alright, so we get the Quartz Gem in here, and a Lightning Bolt in here, which is nice. Now we gotta go out, and he automatically spawns to the right, so if you just quickly run to the left, you'll be fine. Now, this one's different. The Sleeping Guard holds the key. The Sleeping Guard. So in this room here, one more thing. Sleep is needed when the Guardian grows weary. So this room features only one Guardian. He should be coming by in a second here. Any second. Any second. Any second. There he is. Okay. So, the Guardian here. This one is annoying. Okay, so that's right there. Good to know. But yes, this Guardian here, he will walk back and forth. He will try to... He will keep walking back and forth for a while. He will just keep walking, and he'll keep walking. And the trick to this is that you need to try and make him keep walking until he finally grows weary enough that he needs to take a break. Now, the history I have here is that this mechanic, this god-awful mechanic, is the absolute bane of my existence, as this Guardian will show, because this guy does not go to sleep. I don't know what it was about it, but when I was playing this game back then, and this guy, he just wouldn't fall asleep. And I could not tell you why. I wouldn't know why he wouldn't go to sleep, but he just wouldn't. Like, I would stay here for like tens of minutes, and he would just keep going. But, it is just a tedious thing, and it's so annoying, and, it just gave me a headache. So, with this guy then, there are a couple of ways that you can actually get by this Guardian here relatively easily. See, I would be able to do this before, and I would still lose somehow. It was annoying. It was heavily annoying. So with this guy here then, we just go back and forth, and you could probably be doing this forever. But one of the tricks behind this is as thus. Not to get blown up, but to sit here, grab the item, and just wait. Just sit here and just wait. If you have the item thing up while he's walking by, he can't touch you. He'll pass by you really quickly, but he won't touch you. So this is a simple trick that really would help anybody that just has absolute trouble passing this part. Because you just sit here, you have the treasure thing up, and you're just invincible. He won't touch you, you can walk away for a minute, and you can wait until he's done, and all that good stuff. So, I just have a horrible history with this part here alone. So I just cannot fathom the words that are in my vocabulary to say how much this room in particular, not this dungeon, this room has haunted and has taunted and has ruined my childhood, because I could not beat the stupid dungeon because of this stupid godforsaken mechanic. I despise it, I want it to go away, and I wish it would just die. Just turn to stone and just smash it into tiny pieces and die. Horribly. Oh. Okay. Ranting over. Yeah, he hasn't come back in a while, so, yep, it looks like he is done. So we get the stone from him. Sweet. Alright, so while he's sitting there, I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to open this peacefully, getting spell reinforce. And that is it. That is all that mechanic takes. There are other ways to do it, so this isn't the only way you can do it, but this is the way I found to be the absolute easiest. So, yeah, it really did help. Oh, I'm just ready to get out of here. Come here, Guardian guy. Alright, So now that we're here, we just keep running, go room to room, get hit by the poison or whatever, and just keep going until we find the lady here, and we can put in the blood red stone. Now the blood red stone gives us a save point, and I believe this is the save point that leads to the boss. So I think we're set to go. Let me just heal us up. Now this boss fight I'm not too worried about. This is a boss fight that you should not have any problems whatsoever, but we'll get to that as we get to that. But for now, let's see what kind of problems we're dealing with, as we are in search still for the Dragon Orb, which should be here, as it says, but for some reason it's not here. So let's find out what the mystery behind this one is. You! I remember you! You were a punk! You were a godforsaken bastard. Oh hi, Guardian. A robotic Guardian as well. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good point. This thing has a lot of power, and apparently whoever stole the orb from here, not from Asgard, but from here, has had a lot of power. Which, if it was Odin, then yeah, that makes sense. Freya! Holy cow, we haven't seen you out in Midgard in forever! Freya! Hey, how you doing? Oh, are you having a fight with a friend of yours? Ooh. Yeah, this place is pretty supernatural, so yeah. I guess we're gonna kill somebody. Don't destroy him. I guess we're gonna make some use from him. Which sounds interesting, but alright.
Come to me, Dark Warriors. Battle awaits us.
Dark Savior!
Nice mirror. Beautiful. Alright, so our boss for the Palace of the Dragon is Gondar. We have not seen him since Chapter 4. Wow, it has been a while, buddy. And you're here to try and take the Dragon Orb for yourself? That's a problem. And that's a big problem. So if you've got a problem, we've got a problem. And if we've got a problem, you're gonna freaking die. He should not be able to guard all that. Alright, Lenneths.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nibalang Valesti.
I'm pretty sure this counts as restoring his soul, but oh well.
Is it over?
Well, that was a boring death sound. You were boring!
You are making me your slave?
You have another option, though I do not think you'll find Niflheim very comfortable.
Damn you!
So what shall it be? My master wishes to use your power. It would be regrettable to surrender you to Hel, the Dark Queen. Hence, you will be accepted, no matter how depraved and twisted your soul.
drive a hard bargain, Battle Maiden. Very well. However, know you that I am very different from those other trained dogs. I warn you. Watch your back, Valkyrie.
I say that's very different. We got a recruitment from a dungeon. Like, we had a recruitment and then a dungeon, but we have a dungeon, then a recruitment. It's a first that's happened there. So, yeah, that's a first. Alright, so, for beating Gondar, we got ourselves a couple of things. We got ourselves the Dragon Faith. Which, yeah, that's a spiffy looking helmet there. Alright, so, saying no. And then, we got Scroll of Golem. Scroll of Golem? Why does that sound so weird? Because it is weird. That's why. Alright, and the Hourglass of the Gods. Well, they're all interesting, but we'll take a look at them in a minute here. 500,000 EXP, which is pretty great. Not bad at all. Now, the thing won't tell you right now, I don't think I have it on right now, but there is one more treasure chest in here. And it's right there. I kind of spoiled that it was right there, but yeah, it's right there. So, how do we get to it? That's the question. That's the million-dollar question. Can I just do that? No, I cannot. Ah! Darn it! So close. Let's see if I can't do that. Ah, dang it. Darn it! Wait for it to fall. Do that. Ah, there we go. Alright. Okay, it's just freeze. Okay. Well, there you go. That's just a freeze spell. So, there you go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And for this, it is the Great Spear Dinosaur. Great Spear Dinosaur. That just sounds fantastic. Wow, that's a big room, actually. That's a big room. Alright, and I think that is it. That is all the items in this dungeon, and that is the Palace of the Dragon done and over with. So, before we move on, a couple of things to show off. If we just show them off here, we got ourselves the Dragoon Faith, which is a helmet here. Which is a pretty nice helmet. Just saying. Just saying. After that, we also have the Hourglass of the Gods. First time up to 5 periods. That sounds interesting. And instructions for creating Golem. The Scroll of Golem. Which is interesting enough. And on top of all of this, though, we have ourselves Gondar. The next, our last, what's the word? Our last recruitment in the entire game. This is the one I was trying to hint at, but trying to keep in mystery, because, yeah, this guy is sort of there. So, being the only other male sorcerer that you can get in your party, he's actually very strong. I actually looked it up a bit, and it turns out that some mages are just naturally that much more stronger than the other mage. And it turns out that Gondar here is a very powerful magician to use in your party. So if anything else, if you get him, you may as well use him, because he is, in fact, one of the strongest mages in the game. So yeah, our next dungeon will be showing him off there. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. And as for the what is it? As for the I'm trying to think, what's the word here I'm looking for? Oh yeah, as for earlier, remember how long far ago we were looking at the rusty red circlet and nobody else could wear it? That's because only male sorcerers can actually wear it. I did not notice it. I actually had to look it up to find out more about it. So there you go. That's the whole reason nobody could ever equip it, because nobody could ever wear it. So yeah, that's why it was an equipment that nobody could ever learn. So good to know facts there, actually. Alright, so give me a Praise of the Zoe and Emerald Necklace so you can get started when we get going here. And yeah, that's how it's all gonna start out. And yeah, as you can see, he has no hero value whatsoever, so you cannot send him up. He is another person that you just can't send up at all in general. So there you go. Alright, so with that said, that is the... what is it? That is the Palace of the Dragon done and over with. Use the Eclipse Stone and just get out of here. So, this dungeon in general here, this dungeon's not bad. This dungeon's not bad at all. But it was that one stupid freaking mechanic that has ruined my childhood. That's the only thing that's holding me back from making me say this is a good dungeon. It's that one stupid mechanic that you just can't figure out how to get through until you figure out you can just sit there in the treasure chest and just wait. It is ridiculously stupid, and I hate it, and I despise the mechanic, and I hope that it will forever and ever and ever die in a horrible fire. Oh, stupid freaking mechanic. Ugh. Well, I guess people that play this game can't really complain because they got through it anyway, so whatever, I guess. But with that said, that is dungeon number 2 done, and aside from the Cave of Oblivion, there's only one dungeon left in Chapter 8. So we're getting close to the end here. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how the last dungeon is going to play out, and it's going to be interesting to see Gondar in action, because he's the last character, and he's going to be in for the last dungeon of the game. That's so weird. But, specifics, what can you do? But I'll have to wait till next time, won't it? So with that said, this is Gibatu. And until our last dungeon in Chapter 8, aside from the Cave of Oblivion, goodbye to you. Laters!